welcome to the talkSPORT Cup, where fans from across the country battle it out in a test of football trivia. We started with a pair of fans from each of the top 64 clubs in the country, but only 2 teams will make it all the way to the final for the chance to play for £1,000 and this trophy. There it is. Sam Matterface looked after it at the weekend in his boot. I'm Charlie Baker, and over there is the talkSPORT Cup fact machine, Angelina Kelly.
Hi, Charlie.
Hi, Angelina. Today's fixture is a first-round tie between Everton and Liverpool. So let's meet the teams. Derby Day. Representing Everton, we have Michael and John. Michael, John, good to see you.
And you?
Nice to meet you.
Up the toffees.
Up the toffees.
Yeah,
Blue
up
boys.
the toffees.
Come here with a smile today.
Yeah, look at that. Unbelievable, isn't it? John, favourite all-time Everton player?
I've got many.
Yeah.
It's not, I'm very privileged. Not like Michael, he hasn't seen success for Everton because he's a lot
shame.
younger than me.
Yeah.
85 for me, we had Graham Sharp, Andy Gray, Peter Reid,
Sheedy.
Sheeds,
Yeah.
Ratcliffe.
Mikey,
Yes.
you've got a slightly sort of slimmer pickings of
I wouldn't say slim.
in the pot of players,
Yeah.
the pot of players to choose from. But who's your favourite in the modern era?
Tim Cahill. He was someone that would give everything every week, score goals, important goals. He's got an Everton tattoo for a reason. He loves the club, so...
There we are. That's Everton. And representing Liverpool, we have Yunus and Yusuf. Gentlemen, good to see you. Keeping your coat on in case it's rubbish. So we can get out quickly.
No, we're confident. We're excited to be here, to be honest.
Yeah, good. I'm not hearing a Liverpool accent, Yunus.
You know what? That's why I've got the away kit on today.
Yeah.
Yeah, because obviously I support Liverpool and I'm from London, to be fair. Yeah.
Well, I don't think it's both of you run. You both run an academy, is it? For under 12s?
Yeah.
Tell us about that, Yusuf.
He's more of the talker.
I'm the talker. So basically, we run a sports academy based in South East London, working with a lot of under 12s. Aim is to sort of get them noticed, and also there's a plan B as well. So it's not always about football. So we have a structure in place where, as mentors ourselves, there's an option for them to get into anything else that they want to get into as well, with support and help from us as well.
Brilliant. Sounds like a great thing to do. We're not here for fun. We're here for football. So let's get on with the quiz. The first round is the home advantage round. Each team will get 3 home questions about the club they support and 3 away questions, which could be about anything. It's 1 point for a correct answer. They are allowed to confer, but if they get the answer wrong, it goes over and can be stolen by the other team. Let's get on with the quiz. Everton, I'm coming to you first. Your first home question. Who were the opponents and what was the scoreline in Everton's heaviest defeat in the 23-24 Premier League season? Lovely, happy question to ask you to kick off with.
Chelsea 6-1.
It's not Chelsea 6-1. It goes over to you.
Go on, I'll let you go with this one.
Tottenham.
It was not Tottenham. It was Chelsea 6-0. So close. It has to be right, though. It's proper quizzing. We're not here for fun. We're here for football. OK, Liverpool, your first home question. Who were the opponents and what was the scoreline in Liverpool's biggest win in the 23-24 Premier League season?
Bournemouth.
It was Bournemouth. And what was the score?
9-1.
It wasn't 9-1. Goes over to you.
9-0.
It wasn't 9-0.
9-2.
Can't just keep saying numbers. It was 4-0 at Bournemouth. Angelina.
Any idea who the goal scorers were? I mean, you didn't know the scoreline, so...
Salah got a hat-trick, didn't he?
No.
Angelina.
Yeah, no, it was Darwin Núñez and Diogo Jota. They both bagged a brace.
OK, Everton, your first away question. Who scored England's last penalty in the 2018 World Cup last 16 match against Colombia?
Go for it.
John Stones.
It wasn't John Stones. Goes over to you, Liverpool.
I'm just going to go with Trippier.
It wasn't Kieran Trippier. It was Eric Dyer.
Oh, my Lord.
Angelina.
It was England's first win in a penalty shootout since beating Spain on pens in Euro '96.
Liverpool, your first away question. Which is the only club beginning with H to have won the FA Cup?
Let's say it.
The stage of saying a club beginning with H. But
Huddersfield.
It was Huddersfield. Look at that. Back of the net. Pulled out the bag. Angelina.
They beat Preston North End 1-0 in 1922.
Wow. Everton, your second home question. Everton's last Premier League hat-trick was scored by Dominic Calvert-Lewin in September 2020. But against which club? Any ideas?
Brentford.
It wasn't Brentford. Goes over to you, Liverpool.
Wolves. Go on. Wolves?
It wasn't Wolves. It was West Bromwich Albion. OK, Liverpool, your second home question. Who was Liverpool's top scorer in the 21-22 FA Cup and the League Cup in the same season? Any ideas?
Salah?
It wasn't Salah. Everton, over to you.
Marnie.
It wasn't Mane. It was Takumi Minamino. Cup player.
He was, I remember.
Chosen for the
that.
Cups. Everton, your second away question. Which former Newcastle player has the most Premier League appearances for a Nigerian international?
Obafemi Martins.
It's not Obafemi Martins. Goes over to you.
Yeah, go on. I don't know. Papa Diop?
No, not Papa Diop. It was Shola Amiobi. Angelina.
Go on, man.
He had 294 Premier League appearances for Newcastle and 4 for Crystal Palace.
There we are. Very nice indeed. Liverpool, your second away question. Who has the most Premier League appearances for a South African? Any ideas?
I'm just going to throw it out there. You know, Peter Odemwingie?
It's not Peter Odemwingie. Goes over to you. Everton.
Is it Stephen Pienaar?
It is Stephen Pienaar. Played for Everton.
As well.
Nice question for you there. It fell nicely. Angelina.
Of course, making Premier League appearances for not just Everton, but Tottenham and Sunderland as well.
Everton, your third and final home question. In the 1995 FA Cup final, who was the man of the match?
What was your thought?
John.
I don't know.
Paul Rideout.
It wasn't Paul Rideout. Comes over to you, Liverpool.
I'm not even sure if this guy played for them, but I'm just going to say Duncan Ferguson.
He did play for them, but it wasn't Duncan Ferguson. It was Dave Watson. His brother played for Torquay. Angelina, tell us about him.
Well, I'll tell you about the game. Everton beat Manchester United 1-0.
There it is, with the cup on his head in the tried and tested fashion. Liverpool, your third home question. Which non-British player has made the most appearances for Liverpool in the Premier League? Any ideas?
Go on, you. Sami Hyypiä?
It is Sami Hyypiä. Pulled it out the bag. Very, very good.
Played for Liverpool between 1999 and 2009 and occasionally did captain the team.
Everton, your final away question. Which stadium do Athletic Bilbao play in?
We should know this because I think the designer for the new stadium's the same as ours.
Down Mace.
New stadium, yeah.
I'm going to get this wrong. Estadio Bilbao.
It's not Estadio Bilbao. Comes over to you, Liverpool. We want to guess?
Yeah, I'll have a guess. The Mestalla.
It's not the Mestalla. It is San Mamés. Liverpool, your final away question. Which stadium do Sevilla play in? Sevilla. Any ideas?
Say it. I can't say it again, you say it. The Mestalla.
It's not the Mestalla. Keep going with it. There might be one day. Everton, you never know. Everton? Any ideas? Which stadium does Sevilla play in? No ideas? No. OK, it is the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan.
I knew it. I just
And
couldn't
you knew
say
it, just couldn't say it, nor could I. That is the end of the first round. I thought it was tough. But Angelina, what are the scores?
Scores are 2-1 to Liverpool.
Very good. 2-1 to Liverpool. Round 2 is the Bravado round. Each question in this round is worth 3 points, and I will ask the contestants a question, and they will bid for how many correct answers they think they can give me. Whoever believes they can give me the most will have 90 seconds to name them, but crucially, if they fail to reach their number or give an incorrect answer, the opposition can steal the points by simply naming one correct answer. OK? Very, very clear. Let's get on with the Bravado round. How many post-war England players can you name who have scored at least 25 goals? Since the end of World War II, there are 12 players who have scored 25 or more goals for England. How many of them can you name? You have 20 seconds to chat or write down your answers. Since the end of World War II, there are 12 players who've scored 25 or more goals for England. How many of them can you name? You've got 10 more seconds before I come to you for some bids. 5 seconds. Write a few names down. OK. Everton, coming to you first. How many of the players do you think you can name?
4.
You've got 4. Any higher, Liverpool? Yusuf?
Yeah, 5.
You think you can do 5? Everton? Do you think you can go 6 or do you want them to name them?
6.
You think you've got 6? Liverpool, have you got 7?
I don't think this is.
Have you got 7?
8. I mean, 7.
You think you got 7?
7.
You think you got 7? Everton, do you want them to name them?
Yes.
You have 90 seconds, starting now.
Rooney.
Rooney, 1.
Michael Owen.
Michael Owen, 2.
David Beckham.
David Beckham, 3.
Heskey.
Heskey, 4.
Frank Lampard.
Frank Lampard, 5.
Steven Gerrard.
Steven Gerrard, 6.
And... let's throw it at 1 second. Cool.
Need one more from you. You got plenty of time.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Is that... Oh, so what? Yeah. Yeah. Andy Cole.
Andy Cole for your 7th answer. Angelina, how many did they get right? 3. 3 of the 12. If you can name one player who's done it, then you take the points.
I'm going to go with Harry Kane. I don't think I meant
Harry Kane. You've gone for Harry Kane. Angelina, is that right?
It is correct.
It is correct. They steal the points. Fantastic. Well done. Angelina, who did they miss out?
So it was David Beckham, Emile Heskey, Steven Gerrard and Andy Cole that were incorrect. Okay. You could have had Alan Shearer, Bobby Charlton, Brian Robson, David Platt, Gary Lineker, Jimmy Greaves, Nat Lofthouse and Tom Finney.
So here is the second question in the Bravado round. I want to know, how many current Ligue 1 clubs can you name? There are 18 clubs in the top division of French football in the 24-25 season. But how many of them can you name? You have 20 seconds to chat with your partner before we start the bidding. How many current Ligue 1 clubs can you name? 18 clubs in the top division of French football in the 24-25 season. How many can you name? 10 seconds. Ligue 1. 5.
What's it?
Right, as many as you can down.
Yes, I know this.
OK, your time is up. Liverpool, I'm coming to you first for the first bid. How many do you think you can name?
6.
6 Ligue 1 clubs. Everton.
7.
You think you've got 7? OK. Liverpool, do you think you can do 8?
8.
You've got 8. You think you can do 8? Everton, do you think you can do 9 or do you want them to name them?
Name them.
You think you can name them? OK, 8. OK, 90 seconds starting now to name 8 Ligue 1 clubs.
All right. Lyon.
Lyon, 1.
PSG.
PSG, 2.
Nantes.
Nantes, 3.
Lille.
Lille, 4.
Brest.
Brest, 5.
Monaco.
Monaco, 6.
Auxerre.
Say it again, sorry.
AUX.
Auxerre, yeah.
Auxerre,
Auxerre, yeah.
How many is that?
7. You need one more.
One second.
Plenty of time.
Montpellier.
Montpellier is your 8th. Angelina, how many did they get right? 8.
Come
on.
Bang. Wheat clubs. Bon.
You could have had Angers, Le Havre, Lens, Marseille, Nice, Reims, Rennes, Strasbourg, Saint-Etienne and Toulouse.
Thank you very much, Angelina. That's the end of the Bravado round. Angelina, what are the scores?
Pretty close. It is 5-4 to Liverpool.
5-4 to Liverpool. Round 3 is the Guess Who round. And in this round, I will give the teams clues They could be about a player, a manager, a club, or even a stadium. And as soon as they think they know who or what I'm talking about, they can buzz in and have a guess. But if they get it wrong, they'll be locked out. And if you are locked out, the other team can hear a full list of all the clues before giving an answer. 2 points per correct answer in this round. Let's get on with the quiz. To start with, I want a player. In 2009, this player made his professional debut for Ipswich Town. In 2011, he signed for Sunderland. In 2013, he joined Sheffield Wednesday on loan. And in 2014, he was loaned to Leeds United. In 2015, after making nearly 100 appearances for Sunderland, he left the club and joined Crystal Palace. He started for Palace in the 2016 FA Cup final, but went on to struggle with injury. In 2020, he returned to Sheffield Wednesday on loan. In 2021, he signed for Preston North End on a free, but made only one appearance. In 2022, he had short stints at MK Dons and Cardiff City. In 2023, he signed for Cardiff City, made 12 appearances before being released. In 2024, he joined Charlton Athletic on a free, but was released in the same year and has been without a club ever since. Any ideas? Anybody want to guess? It was Connor Wickham. There he is, leaping for the ball just before he fell and probably did himself in. Here's another player. In 1996, this player signed his first professional contract with Hibernian. In 98, he had a short spell on loan at Stenhousemuir. In 2000, he signed for Rangers. In 2001, he joined Wolves on loan before signing permanently later in the year, making nearly 200 appearances for the club. In 2006, he moved to Celtic on a free transfer. Yes.
I don't think it is now.
Liverpool.
I'm gonna say Miller.
It is Kenny Miller. Very, very good answer. Angelina.
Miller famously finished as top goal scorer in Derby's dreadful 2007-2008 Premier League season with 4 goals.
4 goals. Bagsman. Moving on. I want the name of a stadium. This stadium hosted the 1990 World Cup final. 2 Serie A clubs share this stadium. Can be found, yes, Liverpool.
San Siro.
It is not the San Siro. Everton, you get the rest of the answer. Can be found in Rome. The Italian rugby union national team often play home matches here. Any ideas?
It's. Oh my God, what is it? It's
That's what I'm asking you.
Oh my God.
Any ideas?
Yeah, I noticed that. It's I don't know, Olympico.
Correct. Stadio Olimpico. Angelina?
And there is West Germany fans celebrating after they beat Argentina 1-0 in the final at the Olimpico.
OK, here's another stadium. This stadium is in Switzerland. It hosted several group stage matches at Euro 2008. It is home to BSC Young Boys. Anybody? No?
Oh, there's a joke about it.
It is the Wankdorf Stadium. Grow up, the lot of you. What's the name of a club? This club is the most successful team in Gibraltar. They are named after a team based in Lincolnshire. In 2021, they became the first in Gibraltar to qualify for the group stage of a European competition. Anybody?
No.
No? Say it again.
Lincoln.
Wrong.
I need a bit more than that.
Lincoln City.
Rangers.
No, it is the Lincoln Red Imps. They are, look at that. What a stadium, Gibraltar. OK, moving on. In 1994, he was named player manager of Middlesbrough and helped them get promoted to the Premier League by winning the First Division in 1995. He was in the dugout as Middlesbrough reached both the League Cup and FA Cup final in 1997. He retired from playing in 1997, but managed the club until his departure in 2001. Between 03 and 04, he had a short stint managing Bradford City. In 04, he took charge of West Brom and helped them avoid relegation in 2005. However, the Baggies eventually went down in... Yes, Everton.
Why did you do that?
Let's have a go. Any ideas?
It's oh my gosh. It's
Buzzing in and then...
I know you
It
can't.
was my fault. I was going to say something.
Sure. Do you want to say a name of a manager?
McCall.
It wasn't Stuart McCall. You get the rest of the answer.
Oh, I know.
However, the Baggies eventually went down in 2006 and he left the club shortly after. In 2007, he was appointed manager of Sheffield United, but was sacked in 2008. Between 09 and 11, he managed the Thailand national team. He has not managed since. Any ideas, Liverpool?
I'm just going to throw a name out there. Chris Hughton.
It's not Chris Hughton. It is Brian Robson. There he is.
Lucky boy.
And that is the end of the Guess Who round. Tight scores, but Angelina, what are they?
Still pretty tight. It is 7-6 to Liverpool.
Very, very tight match. The fourth and final round is the stoppage time round. There will be 90 seconds on the clock. I will ask you quick fire questions. If you think you know the answer, just buzz in. It is 2 points for a correct answer. But if you get it wrong, you will lose a point. Are we ready? 7-6. Here we go. Who scored the winning goal in the 2010 World Cup final? Anybody? Everton.
Götze.
It was not Götze.
Oh, no.
It was Andreas Iniesta. What was the final score when England played Brazil at the 1970 World Cup? Everton.
2-0.
It was 1-0 Brazil. Yeah. At which club was football commentator Brian Moore a director? Anybody? No, Gillingham. Which former Leicester midfielder has made the most Premier League appearances for a Turkish player? Anybody? No, Muzzy is it. What was Joe Hart's first club? Anyone? Joe Hart? No, Shrewsbury Town. In which European city are Feyenoord based? Yes.
Holland.
Which European city? That's wrong. It's Rotterdam. Who was leading scorer in League One last season while playing for Charlton? Anybody? No. Push you. Alfie May. Which defender has made the most Premier League appearances for a Japanese player? Anybody got an answer for me? No. Maya Yoshida. Which former league club plays at the New Lawn? Which former league club plays at the New Lawn? Push you for an answer? No. Forest Green Rovers. What is Norwich City's nickname?
Canaries.
It is the Canaries. Got to accept that as the answer. I think it was pretty tight going down the final stretch. Angelina, what are the scores?
Final score is 6-6.
6-6.
We're going to have to go to a tiebreaker.
First time we've had a tiebreaker, Angelina.
Yeah.
I can't cope. And it's Liverpool. It's like we've rigged it. We haven't even rigged it. So I'm going to ask you a question and you must buzz in with your answer. First person to buzz in gets to answer. No real time limit, but I must accept your first answer. It is 6-6, Liverpool v Everton. Here is your tie-break question. Which ex-player said, "Aggression is what I do. I go to war. You don't contest football matches in a reasonable state of mind"?
That's not Premier League, is it? Is this
Anybody want to guess?
I'll have a guess. Ibrahimovic?
It is not Ibrahimovic. Everton?
Roy Keane.
It is Roy Keane! Yes! Everton with a last-minute winner in the derby. Angelina, what are the scores?
Final scores are 7-6 to Everton.
There we are. Fantastic. What a game. What a talkSPORT Cup round. But you don't go home empty-handed. You go home with the talkSPORT trivia game. Of course you do. There we are.
Thank you so much.
Raffle those off at the Academy Christmas do, maybe.
Yeah.
Or keep them for yourselves, whatever you want to do. That's it for another episode of the talkSPORT Cup. We will see Everton in the second round. We'll see you next time.